is cool. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Everyone here is actually qualified. This is fun.
Bro,
So
I'm gonna get a what's it called here? A Grumple. So we're gonna do it live. It's just opened. Okay. So basically this is Goblintown, and the big alpha here is that you only need one goblin. And then if you've got one goblin, you can have and then like two burgers, you can bait two grumples. If you have one goblin and five burgers, you can bait five grumples. So we'll look back at the mechanics now, but I want to try get in and flip one live. So let's do it, man. So here's the website. Okay, claim will close in 21 days. So there's me goblin. Explore the alley. I mean, look how well done this is, CADE.
That's fucking sick,
okay,
actually.
I'm in the alley, bro. Now what? Okay, what are we doing back here? We take out the trash in the front. I'm looking for the dealer, or I'm looking for the grump. I'm looking for the grump. Okay, you're looking for the grump? Okay, I know those little blubber babies. Yeah, in the right place. Because those little woodsits just can't resist. Great, let's do it. Back in the day, it wasn't as easy to find them. Have you all heard of the legend? Great. That sounds interesting. What happened? Okay, we have to go through this. Well, it's an old tale for sure. Okay, let's just say tell me. Okay, I'll tell. Yeah, I want to get it and flip it, man. I'll tell it that it's just a day a goblin told me, except a little bit different, and everything here sound like Agadi. Okay, very interesting. Or skip this. Do you think I can skip it?
Probably.
What you're fucking doing? Now, what was I saying? Sorry, go ahead. Okay, so I can't skip it. Anyway, well, it must have been almost 300 years ago when this mysterious egg come crashing in out of the sky. If it wasn't viewers, I wouldn't read this. I would just click. But let's do it. In the middle of the Goblintown golfers. Now, them goblin furs weren't so happy about that because it landed right in the middle of the fairway on hole 7. So pretty soon, one of them up and smashed it with a 5-iron. Yes, this Ike's talking shit. There's a Goblintown golfers. I love the golf course. It's my favorite. Please, can we? I don't know which one I'm supposed to pick here. Okay, then. Come a derby, a rainbow, a unicorn, a powie, the Grumples. Thank you. Exactly so, Grumps. Cause ain't nobody nowadays know where they're from. Boy, were they hungry. They ate just about everything. It wasn't that they chowed on burgers, they started to slow down, blah, blah, blah. How do I bait a grumple?
This is so interesting to watch.
Okay, so I know this already. I've seen this was on their thing. Great. Now what? If you're looking for a grumple, you gotta know how to grab one. They picky little eaters and shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure you don't fuck it up. You gotta take your burger and pick what part you want to set in the grumple trap. Okay. Now you can do one burger or a few, but you gotta be careful with that. Or Uki likes to make him special sideways burgers with that pee sauce. She thinks it gets you all special kind of grumple, but nobody ever knows. Maybe because of Sleepy. Okay, can I get a grumple now? Okay, sure. All of that was so super easy to understand. Are you ready to bait a grumple? Bait the grumple.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
This is why these guys are doing so well, because it's not just click here to mint, right? Well, now that you're done fucking yammering, let's do a thing. Be careful. Don't give your fingers stuck in the trap. Okay. I feel weird. Let's do some baiting. Okay, so you can choose up to 3 combos to put in the trap. So I wanna start with just one. Don't ask where Yuri gets. What do you mean select the toppings? I don't really want to select the toppings. Real talk, you're only a hungry gob. You know what? I'm not hitting on you. I'm just saying. Fun fact, no one knows for sure where they come from. Select toppings. Pick between 1 and 6 traits to put in the trap.
Ooh, I like that. You can choose. Nice.
Tip, using only one combo gives you more control. Choose wisely. So the sauce. The meat. I don't think they want the sides, right? I don't know what to do. I mean, is it just random, do you think? Must I select all the traits, or, I mean...
Hold on. Pick between 1 and 6 traits to put in the trap. Try to make it yummy. Yeah, no, click the blue button.
Are you ready? Okay, so I've now baited. You're taking forever. Bait and claim. I'm so fucking exciting. I just peed a bit. Did you pee a little bit? Check how cool, man.
God.
It's just about being original and,
How's that
creating
gas?
a narrative.
What's that gas looking like?
It really wasn't bad, but
Nice.
Gwei's at 14. It was like $3, but Gwei is very low. Ooh, there's another transaction here. Let's just see what's... Oh, no, I opened it. Okay, so it's pending. Okay.
Nice.
Let's just see here. I think it's completed. Now what I want to do is I want to see what the floor price is, because I'm going to get a second one, but I want to try flip this one, right? So I want to see here, floor price is 2.74, and I just want to see the activity. No trading activity yet. There is an offer for 1.5, which is the value of the burger was about 1.5 ETH. The floor actually went to about 1.7.
I would take that offer right now. What I've seen in the last few weeks is that the volume doesn't the decent prices do not last more than a couple hours at most. I flipped Liam D's flipping NFT, the expert summit. I sold it right near the beginning for 0.25 or 0.3, and it got as high as 0.4, came back down to 0.25. I think that's right where I sold, and I said, you know what? I don't see it climbing back up. I think I'm going to sell it now. And I did. And then a few hours later, it was down to 0.03. And I think that's where it's been holding, around 0.3, 0.05. Sorry, 0.03, 0.05. And I sold it at 0.3 or something like that. So what I've seen is that not a lot of them are holding that high floor price for a long time.
Yeah, so this is slightly different. Because of a few very interesting things which we're going to talk about. I'm just listing it at 2.69, and we're gonna monitor it. And then I will bait my second one a bit later when we're not on the stream. So I'll tell you a few things that's interesting about it, CADE. The first thing is that I just want to close here. The first thing is that remember that the thing that's going to determine this collection size is the burgers, because you need a burger in order to get a grumple, right? You also need a goblin, but if you have a goblin that's got 2 burgers, you can get 2 grumples theoretically, which people don't realize. But you could also use 2 burgers in one trap to catch a more rare grumple, or you could use 3 burgers in one trap. So it's deflationary, which means the burgers are going to go down. So why would I sell the grumple I could sell the burger without making it into a grumple for 1.74 now. And they are trading. So the thing is here is that there's only 8,000 burgers, and there's definitely going to be some people that are going to use 3 burgers to get a rare. So the Grumples collection is going to be like 4,000 to 5,000 max. Whereas if you look at every other collection that's ever had a secondary drop, the secondary drop is at least equal to or more than the first drop. So you look, Bored Ape Yacht Club is 10,000, the Mutants was 20,000. And so, because often they'll do a public sale or whatever as well, or they'll give you 2, like Azuki did with their beans or whatever. So this is the first one where it's deflationary. On top of that, the burgers have been able to hold about a 1.5 ETH floor before this little pump for today. They've been able to hold that consistently because of this ecosystem. So imagine a collection that's got more utility with less items coming out now. The value should be at least 2.5 ETH to begin with. So I really do think that if I accepted, I could just accept a 1.5 ETH offer on the hamburger now. I do think that they will start to get some sales coming in. I've got to keep an eye on it because I might have to lower my price. But yeah, the whole point is you buy a burger at 1.5 and you get something that's worth more than that, right?
I see what you're saying.
I don't really. So mine is this floor one at 2.69. That's what I listed it at. There's no sales yet. I'm going to make sure that mine is the floor one. No, so someone's come in lower. So that's very low. Let's see if there's a sale or not. I'm keeping mine at 2.69 for now. And let's see what happens over here. Worst case, I don't have to.
Yeah. My gut says it drops closer to 1.5, and I think you're going to end up selling there anyway. That's my gut.
No, that's fine, but I can always sell the burger because the claim, I haven't claimed the second one. The claim period is for 23 days, right? Which is quite a long time. I think it said 23 days, right? Or did it say 23 hours? Let's just have a look. So what I'm saying is that there's going to be some guy who wants a second burger or third burger who will buy the burger for 1.7 right now because there's sales on the burgers happening all the time up until now properly. So I'm saying I just want to see when it closes. I'm not going to bait another one. And then I want to show you something else about this, which was really cool, was how they took you through. So this is seconds, this is minute, this is hours. Yeah, it closes in 21 days. So this and remember the burger supply is going to be dropping. So that's going to create some sort of squeeze. So I'd rather, if the Grumpls don't do so well, and I think they will easily sell at about 2.5 to 3 ETH. If they don't do so well, I think I'll be able to get more for the burger than 1.5.
Wait, you think they're going to, what's the Goblins at?
Goblins are at about 2.5.
There's no way. There's absolutely zero chance you will sell a Grumple for that much.
There's going to be less Grumples than Goblins.
No, I think the absolute top someone will buy a Grumple is maybe 2 ETH at most. I don't think you'll sell anything close to that. I think you'll sell probably closer to 1.3, 1.5.
But you got to remember something, CADE. First of all, there's less. There's 10,000 Goblins.
I know there's less, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter.
There's another point. The Grumples is the new kid on the block. When Goblins were new, they went all the way to 9 Ethereum.
I remember.
And they stayed there. There was hype. There was hype.
There was hype. The hype does not last that long though. And I'm telling you right now, it will not do the same thing Goblins did. I will bet my board ape that I don't have.
I'm not expecting 9 Ethereum. What I'm saying is that they could easily settle at 2.5, 3 ETH. I'm telling you.
How about this? On our next Freestyle Friday, we'll see who was right. I think you will sell. I think they will start selling at 1.3. I think that's where they'll sell. You think they'll sell a bit higher in the two-ish range? What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think?
Because look, bro, the burgers are even less. And you need a burger and a goblin in order to do this. All right, let's see. So I just want to show you a couple of cool stuff. All right, and if you can't tell, I'm back in the goblin ecosystem.
What other projects have done it? What other projects have done a companion recently? How well have they done?
No one has done a companion where it's deflationary like this that I know of in the history of NFTs. So there's nothing to explain it. It matters a little bit to explain it to.
No, I know, but it matters a little bit, but not in a bear market like this. It doesn't matter as much as I think we hope it does. I think it matters less. I think it does matter what companions have done recently, even if it's not deflationary. Because I think it's indicative of how people are thinking, the psychology behind traders right now.
We'll see. Because apparently you're going to need a Grumple and a Goblin to get this big guy next.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, they're going to keep diluting. They keep diluting the brands so quickly every few months.
But the burgers are gone now. They're going to be burnt and finished. So they've gotten rid of one collection. They're not keeping it there and doing like a pixel vault where they've got a million different collections. They're getting rid of burgers now. And listen,
and I can appreciate that. I just don't think that's going to translate to a 2.5 ETH floor. That's my only point. I just don't think it will hold that kind of value.
But they've got an incentive to make sure it does. Otherwise, no one's going to burn their burger, mate.
No, I know they do, but I just don't think people are going to buy it. Even if they want it to be. There would be a sale by now. There would be a sale by now. if it was going to hold that kind of insane inflated floor. There's just no way, dude. People are going to start panicking. It's not going to sell 2.5. Someone will list it. Someone will make an offer at 1.5. A couple will sell at 1.5. The floor drops to 1.6, 1.7. A couple more sell, and then they kind of stabilize 1.3. That's my prediction. That's my official prediction for the Grumpls by the Goblins. That's my official prediction. I know you don't want to hear it, but that's my prediction.
That's fine. I want to see how many different offers there are here. One offer at 1.5, one at 1. It's brand new. It's just happening. Wait. All right. Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. If that's the highest it will be, that's why I'm saying all the collections recently have been doing the highest at the beginning. That's my point. That's the psychology of the trader right now. That's what I've observed, at least.
The other side of it that it can happen is they get a sale. Someone accepts the 1.5, let's just say. Then someone buys one at 1.7. Then someone buys the 2.5. Then there gets FOMO and the floor starts rising. So it can work both ways. Let's see what happens. But I want to show you how cool this is. So they did this all in Goblin language, and then this guy over here translated it, right? So this is
legend.
This is how they showed you the thread. So they say contracts deployed on Friday. It's open to baiting Grumpls, right? The contract begins by setting up the way to interact with 2 other contracts. So the one other contract is burgers called Data Litingi, and then the Goblins contract, which is Data de Rottengi. It sets owner of for both contracts. From burgers, it also brings the mapping, and then they actually show you the code in the contract, and they took you through the entire contract logic. Let's dive into the contract itself. The first interesting function you'll see are what's a special, terminate it, and turn it on, respectively. They allow the team to switch it on and off, right, and make it live. Here's where the fun starts. It's a burger, the first baiting function. It states in the Goblin a list of burgers and an integer representing each topping. If you're not the king, then you'll have to wait for them to flip the contract on. The next thing is to ensure that you're the owner of the Goblin. That's fine. So we know the functions for baiting with a single burger. Then we nom that burger, this nom function, and it's actually called nom in the contract, bro. It's so funny. This nom function verifies that you are eating a burger, not a hot dog, and then calls to the burger's nom function, a burn. So back to the single burger baiting, the number you pass in for toppings are treated as booleans. If it's 0, it's ignored. If not, a new mapping set for that ingredient, which will be used later. Then the important part, it's set to 1. If special, it's set to 0. That seems to be the big difference. Using 2 burgers will basically give you a different output, and using 3 burgers in one trap will give you a different output, and using a hot dog, which is a sideways burger, which is very rare, will give you an even rare one. Anyway, they took you through this whole thing, mate, and I thought it was really cool. Them explaining the contract and showing the code out is something also I haven't seen before. And you know me, I'm a sucker for things I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I think they have a good strategy. I just think it only goes so far and only lasts so long, that kind of FOMO. And I just I don't know. The more you do it, the less interesting it is for people. The narrative isn't as strong as it was once more. That's the only reason. I think it'll still do well. I think they will sell at the 1.5, but we shall definitely see. We shall definitely see.
I'm gonna definitely be refreshing these.
What's the lowest you would take? What's the lowest you would take for that?
I don't want to sell it for less than the value of the burger.
The burger, gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I want to give it a chance, because remember, this isn't a public mint. You have to be in the ecosystem. So there's no rush. They've got it open for 23 days. Let it start being used. Let the burger supply come down. Let the burger price go up. Then you'll start to see, okay, the burgers are worth 3 ETH or whatever, 2.5 ETH. A Grumple should be worth, I don't know. Let the mechanics work themselves out. It's not a sprint, this particular one. It's a marathon. So let's see what happens. Look, I haven't yet burnt my other burger. I'm happy to do a wait and see, but I'm not really. I want to at least get 2.5, to be honest, because that's like 1 ETH above. Then you have to pay 10% in royalties and OpenSea and whatever. So you end up with 0.6 profit over the price of the burger, right? True. That would be my absolute least. Otherwise, I'll hold on to it until reveal, get a rare, and sell it for 10 ETH.
Oh God, this is definitely not financial advice, fam. Philip is rolling. Philip buys cars on the weekend for fun.
It's the first time I bought a car for me.
Was that fun though? Buying a car, was that fun? Was that kind of thrilling to buy a car?
Yeah.
After buying JPEGs for so long.
It was cheap compared to JPEGs. I'll tell you that.
That's funny.